fella on Twitter as well. It's time to say hello to our first guest. Robbie Savage is here, everyone.
Hello, mate. How are you? All right?
Sitting there. Right. Let's see you being a footballer.
Savage tries his luck brilliantly. And it's Savage. Chance for Robbie Savage. Oh, what a reply by Birmingham. Robbie Savage who goes for goal and finds it.
It's funny, when you were watching that, you did what quite a lot of footballers do. That come on, when we do a little package, like you say, actually, I've scored some quite good goals, haven't I? Do you forget about them then over the course of the years?
I wasn't bad, you know. I was all right. Underrated.
You've put that in past tense.
Yeah.
Are the boots hanging up in May?
It's a big decision I've made. I'm retiring, yes, but 99%. There's that 1% in me that thinks after we played Leeds the other night, you know, and I was probably the best player on the pitch.
You read that on your Twitter, yeah.
You know, I run the midfield basically against 3 young kids for Leeds. I'm just thinking I'm 37 in October. If Derby give me another year, I'd accept it. If they didn't know I had feelings, I'll move on. I don't want to play in League 1 or League 2 because I'm better than that.
So would you go to another championship club then?
Yes, I would. I would if it was right. I wouldn't stay in the northwest. My 2 kids are in school. You know, we're close to my father, who's obviously suffering from Alzheimer's. So that's important to me. So 99% retired because I've got, you know, burgeoning media career.
Does that mean that you're not expecting to be offered a new contract if you're 99% retired? Because you said that you would take another year if they offered it to you. So are you not expecting Derby to give you one?
No, I don't think Derby will. You know, because I made it clear I was retiring. But you know, just when you win games, and you get the buzz. You can't replace that. It's, you know, we beat Leeds 2-1, and in the changing room after the game, the atmosphere and the lads, and it was cheer, and it was unbelievable.
When that's happening, are you sort of looking at the gaffer going, I did all right there today, you know?
Yeah, I'm always
trying
every day.
Trying to judge him and see if he's going to keep you on.
Every day to his staff, I'm thinking, no, I'm not bad. You know, I'm not bad still. No, I'm not bad.
Can you not just go out and say it? Can you not just go and talk to him this afternoon and say how bad it?
I could do, but you know, he's been great for me, Nigel Clough, and Derby have, you know, let me do my media stuff. It's been great, but as I say, Derby were my perfect choice. But if they don't, no hard feelings, I just move on.
Sounds to me like you're one of those footballers who can't quite let it go because you've got your you can't replace it, as you said.
It's the buzz.
You're all over Twitter. Have you been tweeting this morning?
Yes, I have. Yeah,
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
It's a big thing for you. How many followers have you got?
I need 250,000 now.
250,000 people want to know what you got to say.
It's been great for me, Elsbells, because Rio, you know, I don't think me and Rio got on that well, but through Twitter, you know, I think we're very much in love now.
Wait a minute, wait a minute, don't you
always have fights with each other? Yeah.
You just cane each other. It's all banter, and I've had a bit with you, Max. I've had a bit with, you know, I've had Lord Sugar tweet me, Piers Morgan. It's just Lee Westwood. It just goes on to a new world. Me and you tweet each other, direct message each other.
Do you? You never told me.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah, but we don't fight.
No, we don't fight, no.
Did you manage to get Blackpool Pleasure Beach to close one of their rides this week?
Well, it was the Infusion ride. You know, I do a bit for William Hill, and there was a huge queue, and obviously it was at my ride. It was shut for me, but yeah, it was. Unbelievably.
What, through Twitter?
No, through William Hill Organ. I had to predict scores on the ride. You know, but I do Premier League predictions. Never get any right. Don't follow my tips because they're useless.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're doing all the radio stuff, which is going really well, isn't it? You've been nominated for a Sony, which is like the radio versions of like the BAFTAs or the Oscars, I guess, isn't it? As a rising star.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. I've only been doing it a year. Yeah, I've been doing it for a year. It's through my 606 show, my commentaries, and you know, to get nominated against the quality I'm up against, a rising star. I'm 36. I'm up against, you know, Matt Edmondson from Radio 1, Ronnie Wood, who's about 400. He's a rising star, but you have to work in radio less than 18 months. You know, they've all got very good shows.
And how have you found it? Do you find it difficult to start with and find you getting your feet, or do you just find yourself a complete natural?
I just say how it is. You know, I'll upset a few people, like I've done last week. You know, I was on, you know, criticised Joey Barton for saying about he was the best English midfielder. You know, you find it difficult, but I've played against these people. You know, and I had to criticise Saul Campbell once. It's hard when they're better players than you, but you have to do it.
And what about Derby fans that maybe, you know, you come off the pitch and then instead of going to the dressing room and maybe having a debrief and all of that, you straight to a radio studio and commenting on things. Is there any criticism that you've not always got your football head on, that maybe some fans might say that you're more interested now in the radio because, but then you played so well in the week, didn't you?
Yeah, it swings and roundabouts.
Yeah.
If you lose, they criticise you. If you win, it's great. It's very difficult to do. You just had the buzz of 90 minutes of football, and then you've got to change your mindset, you know, to do the radio. 606 is the best football forum in Britain, I believe. And to present it, you know, Danny Baker presented it. It's just a dream come true.
I've done one. Yeah. Just the one. Yeah, never asked back. We had one of our guests a few weeks back, Jack O'Connell, big Derby fan. Not a big you fan. Basically, this is what he says.
Robbie Savage, our captain, speaks for itself, doesn't it? You know.
Well, we love Robbie.
Yeah, he's probably a nice character, but he's, you know what I mean. His best days are over, aren't they? I will not apologise for that either. Where is he? Is he about? I'll tell him.
I agree with him. My best days are over. I totally agree with the kid. This was probably the highlight of his career so far, though.
Right, pop your pundit head on. Who's going to win the FA Cup?
United. But, you know, I'm big friends with the Man City manager, Roberto, or I call him Robbie.
Does he direct message you on Twitter?
Yeah,
as
we
well?
go out most weeks together for something to eat. Best mate. For him, I hope they win it. Man City, if I'm being honest, but I think United will.
Think United will do the treble?
No, Barcelona win the European Cup.
Robbie Savage, everyone.
Good, Robbie.